Fishing in Stardew Valley is kinda like drinking mayonnaise. Some believe it's an absolute essential, while others feel it's just silly and an unnecessary tricky mechanic to master. I've even heard some farmers can go entire years without catching a single fish. Won't anyone think of poor Willy? Fishing can be a huge moneymaker, especially in the early game. Of course, if you're looking to start a perfection run, there are quite a few achievements related to fishing, and some of the best dishes require fish as an ingredient. So here it is, my ultimate guide to fishing in Stardew Valley 1.6. The fish of the valley will be no match for your supreme fishing skills. If you learned something new in this video, be sure to comment Krobis for a heart. We'll start out with some basic and general tips, and then we'll go over how to get a guaranteed legendary catch. So bear with me as I break it down for you. Let's start off with the super basics. So, on day 2, once you get your first fishing rod from Willy, you can immediately cast it into the deep blue sea. Your first catch is free. Just wait for a fish to bite and click to start reeling it in. When you're in this minigame, you have to hold the green rectangle over a moving fish long enough for the bar on the right to fill up. For your first catch, this bar won't go down when you aren't hovering over the fish, making it quite impossible to fail. It is possible to do something pretty fun with this if you're feeling lucky. But let's go over a few more basics before getting into the crazier stuff. Your green fishing bar increases in size as you raise your fishing level. This means fishing will start out kinda tough, but gets progressively easier as your actual and in-game fishing skills improve. I guess you could say it's a bit of a catch-22. You can grow your fishing bar by equipping a cork bobber, but unfortunately, this will only come in handy when you unlock its recipe at fishing level 7. Deluxe bait has the same effect, but can only be purchased upon reaching level 4, or you can find some in a fishing chest from level 6. As you can see, there are a few ways to boost your fishing bar size without the help of fishing XP, but most of them do require your fishing to already reach a certain level. My early game recommendation would be to stick with a classic, Willy's famous trout soup. It only costs 250 gold and raises your fishing level by 1. This means it makes your bar bigger. If you can constantly keep the green bar over a fish, you'll get a perfect catch, which increases your catch's quality and fishing XP. How far you actually cast will also affect your fishing success. Here you can see a little diagram clearly showing the fishing zones, ranging from 0 to 5. The closer to shore, the higher the chance you'll hook some trash or low quality fish. As a general rule, you'll want to fully charge the cost meter to catch better fish and find more watery treasures. If that wasn't enough reason to go fully charged or go home, better quality fish will also give you more fishing XP. Like the size of your fishing bar, your casting range will improve as your fishing level rises. So it's worth temporarily boosting your level to catch a particularly rare and elusive fish. Every now and then, you'll spot some bubbles on the surface of the water. As most of us know, this will make the fish bite 4 times faster. But did you know it also increases your fishing zone by 1? That means better quality fish and less trash, which is just... In 1.6, we now also have an upgraded version of these bubbles, called Fish Frenzies. This random event will give you a huge boost to the spawn rate of one particular fish, which will jump out of the water right over the bubbles. Don't worry about missing these because they last the whole day, and you'll even get a notification telling you where it's going down. Just don't make my mistake and get so excited that you leave your fishing gear at home. There is a way to skip the early fishing grind. This secret makes it possible to level up your fishing without ever using your fishing rod. This means that once you actually start fishing, you'll have a huge fishing bar and a much easier time. These two methods give you XP slower than catching fish, but it does mean you can ignore actually fishing at first with a potentially huge payoff later. First up, we have crab pots. They cost 40 wood and 3 iron bars to craft. But the real kicker is that you'll need to fill them with bait to get a catch. The problem here is that the recipe for turning bug meat into bait only unlocks at level 2 fishing. Again, it seems our plans have been foiled, but no. Linus comes to the rescue by giving you the recipe for wild bait when you reach 4 hearts and watch his cutscene. So be sure to drop off some forage each time you pass through the mountains. 3 crab pots can be earned by completing the crab pot bundle at the community center fish tank. You'll need to pick up 4 different fish off of the beach and find a crab in the mines. Place your pots and fill them with wild bait. It won't be long before you'll reach level 2 fishing and be able to craft normal bait. While your fishing XP slowly increases, your crab pot loot will also give you a small but constant money boost that will only grow as you start crafting more and more pots. Secondly, fish ponds. Each time you complete a fish pond request or collect the items produced by a fish pond, you'll gain a bit of fishing XP. You can actually get one of these fairly early if you save up and venture into the mines every now and then, since it costs 5,000 gold, 200 stone, 5 seaweed, and 5 green algae. The last 2 drop from green slimes, of course. Once you have all of the materials, Robin can craft this 5x5 beauty for your farm so you can reap the rewards. Fish ponds got a few new features in the newest update. When you reset it, your existing fish won't immediately be banished from this plane of existence. Instead, they will flop out to make room for new fish. Also, if you find some golden animal crackers, be sure to use them to buff your ponds for extra rewards, as if fish ponds weren't overpowered enough already. As I mentioned earlier, if you want to try your luck and save your first catch for the right time and place to try and reel in a legendary fish without even breaking a sweat. Unfortunately, you can only hook a legendary fish if you reached a certain fishing level. To perform this strat, you'll need to invest in some crab pots and fish ponds to raise that XP. Then, depending on the season, you can head out with a luck boost and try and snag a legendary fish. Now that we've covered the basics, let me show you how to easily catch the remaining legendary fish. I see a lot of people still complaining that these fish are too difficult, but luckily ezlilyy is here with the best pro fishing strats to make any catch a walk in the cake. While you can catch one of these legendaries early, I would recommend unlocking some late game areas before trying to catch the others. Find 100 golden walnuts to unlock Mr. Key's walnut room. He'll give you some crazy special order requests in exchange for key gems, which you can use to buy stuff from him. For 10 gems, you can get 10 servings of key seasoning. Add it to any recipe and this magical spice will produce a higher quality dish with some better stats bonuses. Now you should get your hands on the recipe for sea foam pudding, which gives a temporary +4 to your fishing skill. With this special spice, this jumps to +5. A single level might not seem like a big deal, but trust me, when you're trying to catch a legendary fish, this makes all the difference. Once you reach the volcano, you'll be able to find and use the forage here. Here you can sacrifice a prismatic shard with 20 cinder shards to get a random enchant for a tool. If you're lucky, you'll get the master enchantment for your rod to get another full level for your fishing skill. The only thing you need now is some bait, and none are better than the super powerful magic bait. You can also grab this from Mr. Key's store and it lets you catch any fish in any season. It's perfect for catching the legendaries because you can wait until your fishing powers are maxed and catch them all in a row. Don't forget a bobber. I'd recommend the cork bobber, which greatly increases the size of your fishing bar. But the trap bobber is pretty good too. It'll prevent you from losing fishing progress by a full 33%. So it's especially good for those fish that just love to jump all over the place. I like to end off these guys with a collection of my favorite little tips to make your Stardew Valley experience a little bit better. You can actually get a full fishing level absolutely free once you reach your first summer. Grab your first rod from Willy, but do not fish, while keeping your crab pots and fish ponds on hold. If you're still at level 0 fishing when spring ends, Willy will come and give you a personal fishing lesson. along with a free level. He really wants a fishing partner, okay? You will also get a training rod for free. Otherwise, if you're wondering where to start your day 2 fishing journey, I would recommend the mountain lake next to the mines. Here you can catch a ton of carp for quick levels and easy money. Once you have your hands on Mayor's purple shorts, grab a fishing rod and head to your favorite fishing spot. Place these shorts in your tackle slot and your bobber will transform into the distinctive lucky purple shorts bobber. You're basically harnessing the power of these charming shorts to win over the fish. This bobber prevents any equipped tackle from losing durability, which is a quite underrated strat that most people don't even know about. And yes, I did discover this one in my never-ending quest to put the purple shorts everywhere I can. Now you'll have to place the shorts in the first slot of an advanced iridium rod, which you can get by claiming the fishing mastery. This is the only way to get the durability boost, but you can still use the shorts on normal rods. While you won't get the boost, you will be the most stylish fisher in town. I hope this guide will encourage those who dislike fishing to give it another shot, even if it's only using crab pots and fish ponds for a full year. Like and subscribe for more ezlilyy, and let me know your best fishing tips in the comments below. Who knows, they might even be featured in a future video. For now, I will see you in the next video.